Our long-awaited Halloween Horror Nights announcements are finally here. They took some time, and you know what they say, better late than never, but Universal, never late is better. That being said, we are super excited that the event is just around the corner. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about everything that was just announced, which is everything coming to the event. Welcome back to another video, guys, and as always, thank you for tuning in. My name's Eddie, and this is Eddytainment, your one-stop shop for all things theme park, travel, and holiday events. As of 9:59 this morning, we only had 4 of the 10 houses announced. But as of 10 a.m., they've announced all 10 houses, 5 scare zones, shows, and many other things coming to the event this year. So let's start off by talking about all the houses that have been announced. So first, let's start off with the original intellectual properties that were already announced and we've had for some time, which is the first 4. Starting off with my personal favorite, Halloween. This year with Halloween, we get to step into the original 1978 horror classic, Halloween, and get to experience Michael and his first killing spree. Next, we have Universal Monsters Legends Collide. In this house, we will be stuck in the epic battle between the Wolfman, Dracula, and the Mummy, together for the first time ever. Their mission is to find the amulet that will break their curse, and they'll destroy anyone who gets in their way. We also have the Horrors of Blumhouse. In this house, we'll have twice the screams with 2 intellectual properties coming from Blumhouse Productions. We'll see a frantic teen and the ruthless serial killer that she swapped bodies with in Freaky, and then you'll try to make a desperate escape from the dark basement of the Grabber before you become the latest victim in the terrifying The Black Phone. And last but not least for the intellectual properties, we have one house that has caused a lot of rumblings within the community and will bring music to your fears with The Weeknd, After Our Nightmares. Bandage maniacs performing extreme plastic surgery, a grotesque mannequin masquerade, his nightmare is now yours. And that does it for the IPs. We will get to the announcements that came out today, which was all 6 originals. So the event is majority originals, but for the intellectual properties, I gotta say I'm pretty proud of the lineup. The only house that I have questions about is the Blumhouse. I watched Freaky and I don't know how they're gonna make that into a house. Also, I haven't seen The Black Phone, but I will be watching it before I go to the event and have a different opinion of whether or not I'm excited for that. As far as the rest of them, I'm extremely excited. Halloween, I'm a big fan. Monsters has always been amazing at the event, and The Weeknd, for whatever reason, even though a lot of people in the community have been doubting it, I think it's gonna be a sleeper hit. And now we change things up and we go in today's announcements, which are all of the original houses. Starting our lineup of 6, we have Bugs Eaten Alive. These bugs are out to exterminate you. While touring a 1950s home of the future, you'll be surrounded by the slime of bugs everywhere as hordes of many-legged terrors descend upon you and your Scream Squad. You'll be dropping like flies. Next, we have Spirit of the Coven. They are bewitchingly terrifying. A coven of beautiful flapper witches which lure you into their 1920s speakeasy. Reveal their haggish true form and turn your Scream Squad into a witch's brew. They'll be cackling, you'll be screaming. At number 3 for the originals, we have Hellblock of Horror. As these monsters escape their prison, there's no escape for you. Enter a prison whose savage inmates are monstrous creatures. If they break free from their cells, it's a death sentence for you. After that, we have Descendant of Destruction. Deeper, darker, deadlier. Careful not to leave any of your Scream Squad behind as you descend the subway tunnel of a deserted New York. Lurking in the dark are hungry mutants looking to feast on the last remnants of humanity. From there we move on to Dead Man's Pier, Winter's Wake. You are dead in the waters. In a New English fishing village, undead fishermen emerge from the waves to seek their revenge. You and your Scream Squad may have escaped their hooks in the scare zone. Now, they'll reel you in and drag you under. And last, but definitely not least, Fiesta de Chupacabras. Listen to your abuela and beware of the Chupacabra. Visit a Latin American village where the legend of the creature, Chupacabra, is celebrated with a colorful fiesta. And the streets are lined with the crimson blood of tourists like you and your amigos. Now for the originals, I gotta say, I love them all. I look forward to experiencing these and see how they pull them off. And I say that because the original properties, we really don't know what they'll be like up till we go inside of them. The only one that kind of leaves me kind of guessing as I look here on the website is Bugs Eaten Alive. The banner for it looks kind of cheesy. The punchline for it seems kind of cheesy, but it could be a surprise hit. But the one that sticks out to me the most is because I actually did listen to my abuela when I was a kid. The Chupacabra is gonna be more than likely the one that I anticipate the most for the original lineup. But the announcements are not over. We still have 5 scare zones and 2 shows. Let's start off with the scare zones. First we have Horrors of Halloween. The Pumpkin Lord, the spirit of Halloween, has taken over this year's event, summoning hordes of fiendish creatures. Terror has taken root. Next, we have Scarecrow, Cursed Soil. At an abandoned farm, scarecrows have risen from the crust of the earth to hunt you and seek revenge. They'll harvest your screams. Followed by Sweet Revenge. The sweets from Major Sweets Candy Company have turned children into crazed killers. This Halloween, all tricks, no treats, and total mayhem. The ghosts are out to play in Graveyard Deadly Unrest. On All Hallows Eve, a dark storm descends upon a cemetery and awakens long dead spirits. No one living can escape them. And rounding up our scare zones, we have Conjure the Dark. On the first All Hallows Eve, an evil sorceress called forth monstrosities from dark dimensions. Now your blood will fuel them. And last but not least, we'll brief over our 2 outrageous live shows, which is Halloween Nightmare Fuel Wildfire, which is a returning show, but a new version in the Wildfire version. And then we have Ghoulish, a Halloween Tale, which replaces Marathon of Mayhem on the Lagoon. And that rounds up all the major announcements, but that's not everything at the event. You have rides and attractions that you can ride in the night, as well as dining and shopping experiences, in addition to many extras like their RIP tours, Behind the Horror, their scare actor dining, so much that you could do at the event. We'll link the website in the description for you to look further on their website in detail of these extras. Guys, I am super excited for Halloween Horror Nights. It's just a few weeks away, not even a month. And we have a fun-packed weekend for opening weekend at Halloween Horror Nights. Opening night, we're gonna be doing Express. The following night, we're gonna be doing an RIP tour. And then following that, we're gonna be doing the Behind the Screams, the 6 house tour. So we got so much planned out. In addition to doing Halloween Horror Nights all 3 nights, that's gonna be a fun, packed weekend of content that I'll be creating for you guys. So hopefully you guys could also enjoy and make your decisions on whether or not you want to experience some of these extras, if they make sense to you. I'll do my review, I'll let you know. That way you could save yourself money if you don't think that they're good enough. That being said, guys, I will see you guys in the fog. I hope you enjoyed this quick guide and overview of all the announcements coming to Halloween Horror Nights. I'll see you on the next one, and I'll see you in the fog. But don't forget to ask yourself, have you been entertained?